Hey, Sean here from SpeedCubeReview.com. I've had quite a crazy day, but I got a giant package from MoYu, so we're going to unbox it now. So I thought they were just going to be sending the WRM, no, the Weilong version 9, but there's, why is there so much in here? So we have the WRM version 9. The WRM
version 9. The WRM version 9. The WRM version 9. And
the YS3M. Oh, another one of those. Okay. My assumption is they gave me some extras for giveaways because they did that already with one of these. So, YS3M with the UV coating. Looks like I have to do the giveaway for that because I don't need extra cubes. So, I will ship it to someone else in the world. Well, I can tell by the look of it. They gave me 2 UV coated ones. The light is off right now. We have standard, you can see the spring, maglev, and the UV coated. So we have to open these 3 to feel the difference of this. So first off, thank you MoYu for sending these over. I appreciate it. I actually have been using a specific MoYu puzzle recently. So this is the WRM 2021, the standard with the springs, and I added core magnets. So it's a core magnetized WRM, and I actually like this without the maglev. Something about the weight difference or the way the tension felt. And the first time ever that I was pro maglev was for the RS3 Super. The reason I changed my mind is because I like tighter tensions. I actually suggest every single person start the cube on the tightest tensions and then adjust from there. Now you have to watch out when it's a screw because you don't want to just tighten it as hard as you can into that plastic core because they're not built for that. Can someone tell me what this says? What does that say? Is this the person's signature? Please let me know because I don't. I'm glad I didn't take the plastic off because is that on the plastic or the box? I think it's on the plastic. So let me know what that says. When it was on the tightest tensions for the RS3, the springs actually ended up creating less space than the magnets did. So maglev allowed for still the same amount of movement, but even on the tighter tensions. So that's the first time I was actually pro that. Matte finish feels small. Let me measure this up. 54.3. This is a cube for me. Let's check the weight. $67 grams. Wow. Something this light and this small. Forms great. There's no magnet adjustment. Really? There are magnets. No core magnets. Okay, so this must be a budget version of it. I have to check. Hold on. I know SpeedCube Shop has this up already. How much is this one going to be? Because $18.95 right now. It could be even cheaper with discount code SCR. This is a good semi-budget puzzle. Under $20. Magnetic. Has all the same tensioning. I haven't really done any adjustment yet. I'm going to do adjustment after. Okay, let's check it out with the maglev. I like those cases. They're just nice and simple. Anything new in here? Nope, same stuff. No bag though. Okay, you can tell it's maglev because the purple core. Is the weight any different between the maglev and the standard? So 67.6, 71. Oh, very little difference. But the purple's a little more internal. You still have it on the center caps, but it's not as very much out there like the 2021. And let's check. Oh, I need to organize this. Wow, that feels extra glossy. I know I've talked about that haven't been a big fan of frosted and then the UV, but the UV helps it get back to that glossy state, but this definitely feels like it's coated. Is there a difference in the size? Just want to get a bunch of different angles. No, it's about the same. 76, about 5 grams heavier. No edge adjustments. Here's what I'm going to do now. As far as feeling and weight, they all feel great. This is the size that I think more puzzles should be. This is similar to, I'm going to name drop a different company, Tornado version 2, that I thought was wonderful. This is very similar to the WRM 2021. So very similar to that, practically the same. And feeling is great. I'm going to do a quick adjustment. I feel like these are all just too loose. I heard some people say, I haven't looked at any videos on this, but I heard someone say, oh, they tend to corner twist. I honestly feel like every single puzzle is pretty much the exact same at this point as far as corner twisting goes, which is that it doesn't happen unless you have super loose tensions. And I did have a corner twist on a puzzle, I think, last week. That was first from a long time. So here's my settings for a puzzle if you don't know at all what you want to do with it. Make them all even first, and then get it to a point where you can barely see the edge of the corner. So you can see right now towards its center. There's like, I don't know if it's coming through the camera, but there's a gap. There's a gap right there. I want that to go away. There we go. That's a lot better. And that auto align really does just make it more stable, which does help with not, oh, that's too tight. Maybe this is the same issue with the springs that the RS3 had. Already it looks like that. It's not really any tighter than the other one, but it's not moving much at all. Yeah. Actually, I'll do some solves with it. But this has maybe the same issue that the RS3 Super did, where the springs on some tighter tensions or higher compression tend to limit the movement because there's not as much room for the springs to go. Okay, anyways, back to what I was saying. I still feel like the bigger thing is just stability. If the cube can stay more in a cube shape, then there's going to be fewer chances of binding up, locking up, just because the cube wants to stay in that cube shape. This is also why I don't feel like testing corner cutting really matters at all, because people test it on a cube that is very stable, but it's not stable like that when you're solving. Okay, so I'm going to do some solves on each, lubricate them, do some solves on each again, and then give you some final thoughts. I'm excited. So I just had about a half an hour with unboxing and doing some solves, and as far as overall thoughts, I'm having a lot of fun using this. It's a size that feels great for me. It's a pretty good weight. I like the glossiness of the UV coated one, and it performs really well. Now, I did have 2 corner twists, as I mentioned in the video, which I don't usually have, so I'll just keep doing some solves, maybe be a little more accurate. But other than that, it performs wonderfully. I'm sitting kind of where I did with the RS3 Super, where the standard works fine, but if you like tighter tensions, you might have an issue, so go for the maglev. And if you have the money for it, get the one with the ball core because it just feels extra stable. And although in the RS3 video, I think I said they felt very similar, after doing a lot more solves, I start to feel that difference and can tell it in the solves themselves. So it's a great puzzle. I don't know exactly why we went without edge adjustment. I'm happy with the edge magnets the way they are, so maybe I'm just lucky with that. And maybe everyone else will also agree and they don't need the adjustment at all. But I do like the change from the 2021, which felt just a little too stable, and this kind of goes back almost to what the original WRM was that came after the GTS 3. I kind of want to... So if you really liked the original WRM that came after the GTS 3, I almost feel like this is for you. Just an upgraded model with that magnetic core. So thank you very much for watching. Stay tuned for some giveaways. Maybe one with the signature. Leave your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. Hit like, subscribe for more content like this in the future. And as always, step by speak to be viewed for more news and reviews.